11 News reporter Michael Ikahihifo.
Michael Ikahihifo
has an exclusive look.
The reason why I'm riding with these bikers is they volunteer to help find missing children, and they do that on their spare time.
Marie Callender has already sold 10,000 pies. In fact, the website for pre-ordering pies stopped yesterday. So if you want to get a Thanksgiving pie, you have to wait in line with everybody else in hopes that they'll have the pie that you want. Officials say it takes about 3 feet per second to cross the street. That leaves time for several cars to pass by if the driver or pedestrian is not paying attention. The Salt Lake City International Airport was built over 50 years ago, and airport employees are saying it's time for a change. Yes, you can play games or feel some type of adrenaline inside you, but you can even see something like this. The concept of traveling to a different realm. The Representative Mike McKell says it's time to turn Utah Lake into a gem. So if you take a look behind me, you'll see that this lake does appear very blue far away. The Vivint Smart Home Marina says some exciting new features are underway, including replacing these green plastic chairs with some blue chairs to replacing the current court with a brand new design. Now, if you take a look behind me, you'll see that these particular workers are putting up drywall, which is one of many jobs here on site. But here's the interesting part. It takes over 500 workers a day to make this entire new hospital happen. It was a dramatic morning on Capitol Hill. FBI Director James Comey spoke out publicly for the first time about President Trump's claim on Obama's wiretapping. Now, after talking to several people here, most say they hope that President Trump will become more aware of their opinions since his family resides here. In New York City, Michael Ikahihifo, 11 News. These bikers have been riding together for several years.
The feeling, freedom is one word.
From friends to now a family, they do everything together.
They're my family, you know, they're my chosen family.
Including finding missing children.
These folks, they're fantastic people.
The Center for Search and Investigation, or CFSI, is a national organization ran by volunteers. Their mission is simple.
We look for missing and endangered children.
CFSI Utah found a total of 113 children.
I didn't know what to do.
One of them was Hazel Gore's son.
Filled out an application and got a phone call the next day from a coordinator, and from there we started postering in 3 months, but we found them.
Whether it's searching in the mountains, knocking these neighborhood doors, making several phone calls, or even putting up a simple flyer like this, it all contributes in finding that missing person.
We don't understand why he do this.
CFSI organizes weekly searches in Utah. Their current search is for Alexander Hashida. Wilfredo Guevara and his wife Lisette are the missing boy's relative. They feel heartbroken.
We love him, we miss him, and we want him back home.
The Guevaras plead for their nephew to come home, but in the meantime, they will rely on the help of their new friends at CFSI. In Taylorsville,
if you see in this, Alex,
Michael Ikahihifo,
come home, viejo.
11 News.
I love you.
I need 1 turkey breast feast with a pumpkin.
It is the day before Thanksgiving and everyone is feeling the pressure.
We just came in from vacation yesterday, so this is a last minute thing.
Especially when it comes to pies.
We ordered 1 banana cream and 1 chocolate cream and 1 pumpkin.
Marie Callender's restaurant and bakery in Salt Lake City is one of only 2 in Utah. Many customers have already pre-ordered their pies, but those who didn't are hoping there are still some left to spare.
I'm going to take whatever I can get at this point.
Marie Callender has already sold 10,000 pies. In fact, the website for pre-ordering pies stopped yesterday. So if you want to get a Thanksgiving pie, you have to wait in line with everybody else in hopes that they'll have the pie that you want.
I'm good. It's not as bad. I've been here when I've been out in the parking lot, so I'm good.
Janine Murdoch and many others are keeping a positive attitude even though the lines are long.
There's a great big turkey down on Grandpa's farm.
After all, it is the season of gratitude. Michael Ikahifo, Good for Utah.
Big fan and struts around all day.
It's kind of like metal crunching, I guess, yeah. So I looked out and the bus kind of was slowing down at that point, but it had knocked over this tree and was dragging a car underneath it.
A regular shuttle bus route turned upside down last Thursday afternoon just south of BYU campus.
What I had heard from the people getting off the shuttle was that he had passed out or collapsed all of a sudden.
Provo police tells us the bus driver passed out behind the wheel somewhere near 4th North and 4th East. The bus slammed into several cars, it flipped one over and crushed another one. The ride co-owner Kevin Smith says they are working with everyone affected by this.
So we are having our insurance take care of it. We've let them know that we are here for them.
The Ride is a private company that offers rides to thousands of BYU students every day. BYU student Marina Peterson was studying in her apartment when she witnessed the incident.
It was just pretty intense right in front of my apartment.
Smith says he hopes the students and local riders will give him a second chance.
We feel terrible for what has happened. We apologize from the bottom of our hearts that we couldn't prevent this more, that we will constantly look at ways to help avoid accidents like this happening.
Is in final boarding at gate A as in Alpha 4.
The cost of a completely new airport comes at a hefty price.
How much?
$2.9
Are you serious? That's a lot of money.
billion.
What are they going to do with $2.9 billion?
An airport spokesperson tells us the money will fund 2 new concourses, 1 terminal, a new rental car facility, a bigger parking lot, and designs that will portray the best of Utah. Airport Administrator Nancy Vollmer says the main reason for the rebuild is more people are flying through Salt Lake.
We decided, we needed to look at either renovating the current facilities or building a new airport. And the decision was ultimately made to build a new facility.
You may be thinking nearly $3 billion is a lot of money.
No local taxpayer money will be going to build this facility.
That's right, revenue bonds, passenger charges, rental car charges, federal grants, and savings is how the airport is paying for all this.
We're very fortunate because Salt Lake City International has been saving money.
All in all, officials say to be prepared for an airport that will provide efficient travel, comfortable features, and architectures to reflect the pride of Utah.